Yeah, the preparation is been to focus on making sure that we keep improving, like we've been improving since we arrived, making sure that the players recover from the efforts that they made in the last game, and to keep the consistency. The levels of competitiveness that we've had in the last few months have been very good. The last two games that we played it was against the best two teams in the league, and we showed that when we played against that type of level teams, we can compete at the same level, be better than the opposition. And now the focus is to make sure that when we get these type of games with teams that are in and around our position in the table, that we can take even further. Don't match the same level, but go above them and make sure that we show all the work that we put every day into performances, and we get those 3 points that will be very, very important for us for the next few weeks.
Untuk pertandingan besok ya, kita juga sudah mempersiapkan untuk pemain, udah latihan kerja keras sebelum pertandingan ya, kita berharap semoga kita bisa mendapatkan 3 poin di rumah kita sendiri, dan seluruh pemain juga udah komitmen untuk bisa melakukan pertandingan untuk besok.
The condition of the players, as you saw the other day, is very good. The work that we put back in March is allow us to reach a different level of our physical side. In my opinion, the other day probably was our most complete player most complete performance for the whole game. We've been able to play very, very well. In some games that lasted 45, 60 minutes. The other day we were at a very high level for the whole game, and that is due to the work that they've been putting in, especially in this March break that we had, to get closer to the levels that we want to play at, and our style of play requires. So the condition is very good. It's the same condition as last week. We've been fortunate enough to now have to select players for the squad and for the starting 11, depending on the level of performances that they have, and not having to worry about injuries or suspensions. In terms of injuries, we still have the same players that we were missing last week. We have them missing this week. With Stefano, he's had a bad injury a few weeks ago, and he's still in the process of recovery. We hope to recover him as soon as possible. But at the moment, we have to focus on the ones that we have. Of course, Stefano is a big miss for us, both on and off the pitch. But we're giving him the support that he needs to make sure that he recovers as soon as possible. Reinforces our confidence on the work and the way that we do things, and that we've been doing things for the last 3.5 months. As I said, we have had very high levels of performances in those 2 games against the best 2 teams. Took 4 points, but you almost feel that we lost 2 in the last game, because we fully deserve to win that game against Persiapan. So the target is to make sure that now when we play teams that are in the same area that we are, and the same position in the table, that we are able to not just go into the same level, but to keep the level that we've been having, not just in the games where you all see it, but in training. And if we do that, I think the game is going to be difficult as always, because there are teams that make it difficult for you. But we are full of confidence that we can take another complete performance that will allow us to get the three points that our fans want here and at home. That we win. I don't care how long they've been away from here or not coming here. If they haven't been here for a long time, they are in for a treat and a trip, because coming here and play against us with our fans supporting us is a very difficult place. We call it hell for a reason, and people call it hell for a reason, and that's what is going to be what is going to be for them tomorrow ahead.
Ya, untuk harapan juga di pertandingan besok, semoga supporter juga datang mendukung kita dan semoga memberikan terbaik